Between Gallup and Shiprock, he was born in a hoe camp, and his spirit was free as an eagle flies. As Lloyd would say, yippee, cowboy stuff. Let's go into it. Today we're going to talk about the TV series Breaking Bad and how it's telling you about Proton blockchain and how it will become the money. I'm going to start this over. Let me go back to the beginning. Okay, right here. We got this. Let me pause that. See what that says? I know it looks like it's backwards over here. It says 1985. It says contributor to research awarded the Nobel Prize for Proton. Let's go back again. And this particular episode is Breaking Bad's pilot. It says diagnosed with terminal lung cancer. A high school chemistry teacher resorts to cooking and selling methamphetamines to provide for his family. Now, in this particular instance, we're going to talk about methamphetamines and its association to Adolf Hitler, because they're talking about World War II, and they're talking about a place called Los Alamos, New Mexico. New Mexico is my stomping grounds. When I was there, I did a lot of work in cowboy. It says the laboratory began in 1943, a few years after the start of World War II, for a single purpose, to design and build an atomic bomb. It took just 27 months. Only on July 16, 1945, the world's first atomic bomb was detonated 200 miles south of Los Alamos. And it says at the Trinity site, I believe that the Trinities are XPR Proton, XLM Stellar, and XRP Ripple, because I feel that that's going to be the money. And in this particular instance, it's on the pilot. Alexa, what is the definition of the word pilot?
The adjective pied is usually defined.
No, forgive me. Alexa, please stop. Alexa, what is the definition?
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Give me just a moment.
It looks like a router issue.
Goodness gracious.
Try restarting it. Unplug the router. Wait 10 seconds. Then plug
Here we
it
go.
back in.
Ask me to give you more definitions for pi.
Alexa, what is the definition of the word pilot?
As a noun, pilot is usually defined as a person duly qualified to steer ships into or out of a harbor or through certain difficult waters. As a verb, pilot is usually defined as to steer. As an adjective, pilot is usually defined as serving as an experimental trial undertaking prior to full-scale operation or use.
It says serving as an experimental or trial undertaking prior to full-scale operation or use. Pilot. Pilot also means the word Aquila, which is found on the note, which we presently call money, holding arrows in its palm. Instead of saying the word eagle, I like to use the word in its proper sense, in its Latin, Aquila. Alexa, what is the definition of the word Aquila?
The name Aquila means eagle.
The name Aquila means eagle, which represents the money, which is found on the money. Now, the reason why it talks about terminal lung cancer, that's the monetary problem that we're having. And the association with this with methamphetamines is to do with the atomic bomb. Adolf Hitler was the creator and commissioner of methamphetamines. Most people don't know that, but I'm here to tell you it's so. And the word Los Alamos, which is where they did the testing for Proton, it means, in Latin, it means cottonwood trees. It means cottonwood trees. But I'm going to tell you something else. Marshall Haynard was born in New Mexico, in Roswell, if I'm not mistaken. That's what we're having this conversation. I love XRP, I love XLM, Stellar, and I love Proton. I'm not in love with crypto in the sense where I can't see the differences and not understand where the money is. And I do understand that they always send you codified messages. Let's go further into the video and look at it. No. Walter White here is reflecting his career, and his life is in shambles. and he doesn't know which way he's going to go. But his life is headed in another direction of, I'll say, speed. We'll say the money will start moving with a great speed. Let's look at this right here. It says, see that symbol right there, which you see on the stacks on The Simpsons? It says, Science Research Center, Los Alamos, New Mexico, hereby recognizes Walter H. White, crystallography project leader for proton radiography, 1985. You should look that date up. You should also study Marshall Haynard's father and understanding more about where he comes from. And you should also study the government laboratories, which have everything to do with national security, which have everything to do with science, nuclear, atomic, and otherwise. That's why I'm mentioning this. How you folks doing today? Let's see who's all in the room. We got, no, I haven't forgotten about XDC. But XDC might be used for something differently, though. Let me see what we have here. It says, thank you for everyone coming out. I can't, this right here, my screen is a little small, so I can't really see everybody like I normally would. And a lot of times, I love speaking to everybody, but me trying to pass the information and also speaking to you, this kind of throws me off a bit. So please don't be disturbed if I don't answer any questions that you may have for me, because I love every last one of you guys. Matter of fact, I want to take the time to say thank you for always coming to my videos, even when there are lapses in time between me speaking and giving just dissertations on the subject matter. You guys always come back, and I appreciate you for that. You guys could easily be elsewhere and not come back, but you decide to spend your time here with me and find that, what I'm talking, whether you like it, whether you dislike it, but you're usually here with great support, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate every last one of you. I'd like to give a shout out to people who definitely continue to hold down the fort and speak on these, and shout out to Crypto Bully Bear for always putting his neck out there and coming up with just creative videos that have a lot of backing to them. And he also does a lot of decoding. I appreciate his videos, and I just wanted to say that. See what we have here. It says, I have only $1,000 to buy XPR. It is enough to buy a house in Phoenix, Arizona. It is around, okay. Very interesting. Well, this is not financial advice. This is just us having fun and doing some decoding, as Crypto Bully Bear would say. He says, we appreciate you, man. I appreciate you as well. It's Proton, and Proton we trust. Well, if it's the money, it certainly has to have a certain level of trust. And I just look at that one more time right there. Look at that. Same thing found on the stacks, but they're just kind of blatant with it in your face. And remember, they're not going to always just outright tell you like that. And the laboratory, Los Alamos, also deals in national security. When we're over here decoding these things, sometimes it may affect what they're doing. You got to look at it from that perspective. Yes, you do. As a matter of fact, I miss a lot of you all. Definitely. It says, thank you all for the great and awesome decoding. I don't mind doing it. I'm not going to make this video long. I just like to leave you all with things that you can study and get some type of idea of how to decode these things, that they're always speaking to you through signs and symbols and symboliography. Excuse me. Had to spit that word out. Say that really fast. Definitely. Let me see what we have here. It says Crypto Jack 3, 100. Oh, no problem. D Wild. New Titan. It says, in Crypto Bully Bear, you guys need to do a joint video. You know what? I would love to do a joint video with him. I certainly would. He's a real guy. You know why? Because he always mentions other people that he learns things from. My father always taught me, if you learn something from another human being, you should be big enough to give them their credits and props. And I see that he always does that. So he's definitely a man that I have respect for. And I'd like to be on that yacht party with him, having a good time. It says, I thought XDC was for micropayments. I'm not saying that XDC won't be used for micropayments. Remember, you must burn in your mind interoperability. It is very important that all of these flow together. All of these cross chains, they must flow together smoothly. How else can they connect all of the world's money without there being interoperability? It has to be the case. There's no other way of doing it. How's the vines? The vines are well. Matter of fact, I'm headed out there to start cutting my field. Where I live, it rains a lot, so we get tall grass, and I don't like snakes very well roaming around in my grass. And you will get them here. Some are friendly and some are not so friendly. And so I have to cut a large field, as a matter of fact. And it's almost time for harvest of grapes. Matter of fact, I will bring my camera out there when it's time for me to harvest. And I'll probably have my daughter or son hold it for me while I pick some grapes. What have you guys been up to? He says, forgive me as I look over my glasses like an old man. For real. Yeah. Let me see. It says, Quant is a big player over Ledger. Don't sleep on it. No, I'm not sleeping on any crypto. I love cryptography. I love crypto, period. I love crypto, period. That means Bitcoin, anything. I love crypto. But I study and put focus on advancements made. And the very fact that Marshall is telling you, he's telling you some powerful things. How many of you caught that he told you on one of his short videos that someone asked him a question? How will taxes be dealt with? First of all, they understand that you dealing with taxes with crypto is very difficult. They understand that. That's why artificial intelligence is here, and it will be used to assist you. Marshall clearly tells you that the taxes will just be held aside with a transaction. Listen to what I'm telling you. The taxes will automatically be held aside because this is smart programmable money. On one of my videos way back, you'll see that I suggested to you Block V. Someone will say that I haven't spoken about Block V. They didn't look back at my videos. Block V. Just because I don't do a whole video on something doesn't mean I didn't drop the hint to you. Block V is smart programmable money, period. Smart programmable money. So understand how that works. Smart programmable NFTs. So XDC would probably deal with smart programmable NFTs. Smart programmable, think about that. That means that automatically taxes will be taken out. That's where people were having the fear. But how he said it real quick. Give me just a moment. He said it real quick because it's not a subject matter people want to hear about because who wants something that's taken out? But in some cases, it might be a tad bit easier because you have no idea how you would be able to even do taxation with the money moving 24 hours a day and very fast. He also tells you that in the future, you will be paid every second. Every second that you work, your payments will be accruing. So what other way could there be but for taxation to be taken out? Because what human being could constantly keep up with that? No human being. Let's look at that beautiful photograph one more time. That's certainly found on the stacks there. And it says, Proton. Has everything to do with atomic bomb. Like they said with XRP. He said when it drops, and it's just that person mentioning it, I think they're just talking about this project as a whole. When it drops, it will be like a Cambrian explosion. You know what, folks? I'm going to have to sign off, but I just wanted to speak to you guys and let you know what I found. You folks have a good day. Peace to all the human family. And before I go, I'd like to give a warm, heartfelt love to the people of Hawaii and hope you're doing better. And I hope you get well fast. We love you all. You folks have a good day. Peace.